All right, all right. In this video, we're going to be looking at the velocity. We want to look at the body projected at an angle theta to the horizontal. And we're going to be deriving different formulas used to calculate different parameters. So the first one we want to determine is the velocity at any time t. And how do we determine this velocity? For instance, let's assume that a body is projected vertically. A body is projected at an angle theta to the horizontal. So let me just create a projection plane. Let's say the body is projected and the body travels like this and then come, down. So this is the initial velocity of projection, which is taken to be u. And this is the angle of what projection, which is taken to be theta. And one thing that needs to be understood here is that this initial velocity of projection has component. It has the y component and also the x component. All right. So now when this body is projected, right, from the ground, it moves actually along a parabolic path, and of course it will reach its maximum height before coming down. There are two things we need to understand. That's the case one. For case one, we need to understand that this particular initial velocity has a component. That is the horizontal component, which is what u subscript x. How do I know? If I resolve this particular vector into vertical and horizontal components, this will be my what u subscript y. Why this will be what u subscript x. So that will be what u subscript x with respect to u, just like what I did the other time, right? So this is 90 degree basically. So this is opposite, this is adjacent, this is hypotenuse. So adjacent over hypotenuse will be what? Car, that is cos. So u subscript x basically is what? U cos what? Cos theta. So let's call this equation 1, okay? Then that is the what? Horizontal component. Then for case 2, this one is horizontal, component. All right. Then for case 2, the vertical component, that is what? That is the vertical component of the initial velocity of projection. That is what? U subscript y will give us what? U sine theta. How did I get U sine theta? That is what? Of course, if this U subscript y, this is still U subscript y. If this is U subscript s, this is what? U subscript s. You can use the upper triangle, can use the lower triangle. But I'm using the lower triangle because if this is theta, this is also what? Theta. That's alternate angle. So if I use the lower triangle, for me to get u subscript y, that is u subscript y to u. That is opposite over hypotenuse, which is sine. It's just like saying sine what? Theta is got to what? U subscript y over u. So u subscript y is got to what? U sine what? Theta. So that's how I got this basically. So this one is equation 2. I don't want to waste time on all those. Know that once the angle of inclination is to the horizontal, u subscript s will be u cos theta, and u subscript y will be what? U sine theta. But there's something we need to know. And what is that thing? That along the horizontal component, now when this body is projected as it is going, right, something is constant. The vertical component, that is u subscript y, is changing, while the horizontal component u subscript x is not changing. So u subscript x is constant, right, throughout the motion. So once they get here too, u subscript x is still what? Constant, right? But u subscript y, right, is also what? Is changing. As a matter of fact, as it is coming down, the vertical component of the velocity is increasing. But as it is going up, it is decreasing due to what? Gravity. All right. So now, so we have u subscript x, which is good, and so I put here is constant. I think I've been able to say, because there's no force of gravity basically in the horizontal. So no force of gravity acts along the horizontal direction. Hence, the horizontal component of the velocity, right, remains the same. So then there is force of gravity along the y direction. Hence, there is the vertical component of the velocity what? Changes. So it increases as it is coming down. So now, how do we now get the velocity at time t? So that's the most important time. But before we get that velocity, we need to remember something. We need to remember the equation of motion, or I also call the equation of motion under gravity. So you recall that what v is equal to what u plus at. I call this equation, okay, I've labeled those ones 1 and 2. So let me call this equation star. Then we also have what s is equal to what ut plus half what at square. I call this equation star star. Then we also have what v square is equal to what u square plus 2as. I call this equation star star star. So these are the Suvart equation we are going to be using, but we are focusing on equation of motion under gravity. So the velocity at any time t is given by v is equal to what square root of what v subscript x square plus what v subscript y square. In some cases, we call this velocity on landing. It's also what velocity, right, on what on landing, because we need to consider the component of the what of the velocity at each point. So how do we now determine that? So we don't want to determine v subscript f. So from equation what equation star, we have that v is equal to what u plus what at. But don't forget that this is motion under gravity, and since the body is projected vertically upward, gravity will act on it. So this one will now turn to v subscript x will now be equal to what u subscript x minus what gt, minus gt because gravity will be negative. It's not increasing in velocity as it is going upward. It's basically decreasing in velocity. So I'll call this one, okay, let's still leave it because I didn't want to create too many equations. Then also v subscript y will be what u subscript y, right, minus what gt, right? So I call both of them equation what a. Now the reason why I call them equation a, we have to plug them in. So let's determine v subscript x. So v subscript x basically, yeah, we give us what u subscript s, which is what u cos what theta minus what 0. Now somebody will say, how is it minus 0? I've established earlier on that there's no acceleration in the horizontal component. So acceleration due to gravity g will be equal to 0 along the horizontal what component. So that is that about that. Then also v subscript y is equal to what u subscript y. That is what u sine what u sine theta, right? That's u sine theta, that is minus what gt. There's acceleration due to gravity along the vertical what component, so we don't ignore it. So it can't be what equal to 0. So in that case, since we've gotten v subscript s and v subscript y, what we do is we are going to be plugging it into this velocity equation. So we can say that therefore v will now be equal to what, that is what u what cos what theta, right, square plus this other one is what u sine what theta minus what gt then square. So this is basically the velocity of the projectile at any time t. I want to believe this has helped someone. So in the next video, we are going to be looking at the height attained by the projectile. How do we determine the height attained by the projectile? So see you in the next video. However, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like our video, share, and give us thumbs up to encourage us. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.